Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Martin of Tours. Saint Martin was a French-Hungarian bishop and is also known as the patron saint of soldiers, beggars, and winemakers. He was born around the year 316 AD in a small town of Severia in Hungary, which was then part of the Roman Empire. His father was a well-known Roman military officer, and by law, he was expected to follow his father's path. But his heart was drawn not to fighting, but to prayer and love for God. Against his parents' wishes, he secretly began studying about Christianity, but when he turned 15, his father forced him to join the Roman army. Even then, he served with full loyalty, but he remained kind-hearted and always striving to do good. Then one day, something extraordinary happened to him. On one cold winter day, as he rode into the gates of Amiens on a horseback, he saw a shivering beggar on the roadside. Moved by compassion, he drew his sword to slice his warm cloak into half and gave it to the freezing beggar. That night, he had a vision of Jesus wearing the exact half-cloak he had given away to the beggar. Then Jesus spoke to his angels and said, "Here is Martin, the Roman soldier who is not baptized but has clothed me." Soon after his dream, he had himself secretly baptized and promised to dedicate himself fully to Jesus Christ. He then left his military duties and told his commanders, "I am the soldier of Christ, and I can no longer fight." After being released, he sought a life of prayer and joined Saint Hilary of Poitiers, one of the greatest bishops of the time. Under Hilary's guidance, he grew in holiness, and later he founded one of the earliest monasteries of Western Europe. Later he was elected as the Bishop of Tours, and he humbly accepted his new responsibility with great humility. As bishop, he tirelessly preached the word of God in every village, and he converted many to Christianity. It was also here that one of the greatest miracles of his life happened. One day, he went to a small village that practiced pagan rituals and worshipped a sacred tree. When he arrived, he urged them to cut the tree down and to worship Jesus. The pagan villagers agreed, but challenged him to stand where the tree would fall to test whether his God could protect him. He accepted, and as the tree came crashing down, it miraculously twisted in midair and landed safely away from him. Everyone who witnessed the event fell to their knees and was converted to Christianity. In his later years, he continued to live a simple and humble life. He wore simple clothes and stayed in a small room. On November 8, 397 AD, he happily passed away, leaving behind his legacy as one of the greatest bishops during his time. After his death, his body was buried, and later a basilica was made on the site of his burial, and it is now called the Basilica of Saint Martin of Tours. His body was placed in a marble coffin where pilgrims could come and visit to offer prayers and intentions. Today he is venerated as the patron saint of soldiers, beggars, and winemakers. His feast day is celebrated every 11th of November. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and subscribe.